Bet. I said bet.
Welcome back to another episode of The Drive. I'm Bakari.
I'm Jules.
I don't know. We're trying something new this episode. It's our 5th episode, so we're being extra.
Number 5.
We're giving you guys 2 different angles. We're giving you guys
A vibe, for real. Some ambiance, some shit that y'all niggas might not be put hip to or used to.
Now, do we look at each other or the cameras?
Both? Right? I don't know.
Okay, so when we look at the cameras, us breaking the
Fourth wall.
But when we look at each other, we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
So today's episode will be us reviewing all of our bodies of work, starting from the first project, Intoxicated, to my most recent release, Water.
Alright, track 1, Intoxicated intro.
Nope. I gotta shorten that shit.
Let's take the time to think about the things we never think about. So tell me what you're thinking about now. It's just these times that I've taken. Got me thinking that you're thinking what I'm thinking about. Tell me what you're thinking about now.
What did you think of that one? Like, what's your first impression re-listening to it?
First impression re-listening.
I think it's a good intro.
I think it explains what the project is about.
Yeah.
All in one. So when I wrote it, I was tripping on acid. It was my first time doing acid, so I didn't know what to expect or what it would be like.
That's crazy how I'm not in the credits. That's wild.
Are you not?
Hell no. I looked at credits under show all produced by, and it's just a dash. That's crazy.
What does it say? Like for credits in general.
It says your full government name for composer / lyricist.
Huh?
It says
My
your
full name?
Yeah. All right.
But when I was writing that, I was thinking of the experience of taking acid all at once. Or let's not say acid, LSD. Sounds better. But the only reason I even took it is because I was like, except Rocky took it. He seems to be fine. Like, that was my thought process at the time.
That's crazy.
That was 2018?
He said he should. It's probably all right.
Yeah. And then I wrote it from the perspective of trying to express a thought and relating to the thought that someone else is having, but not knowing the thought that they're having. So I said, let's take the time to think about the things we never think about. So tell me what you're thinking about now. It's just these tabs that I've taken got me thinking that you're thinking what I'm thinking about. Like, you know, when you don't communicate but you think you're on the same page or something. That's what I was doing.
Usually, but I feel like that's what it is, though.
And it made me word it that way because that's how I was thinking when I was on it. Because when I was sober, I was like, what the fuck did I say? Let's take the time to think about the things we never think about. Tell me what you think about now. I was like, that doesn't make sense. And I started thinking, I was like, wait, this does make sense. Like,
But at the same time, what I like about it is that it sounds like you're talking about fucking.
which, in a sense, I was. Like, in a raw...
This cover art aged pretty well, I think.
I think so, too. Shout out to the cover artist.
Yeah, wherever you are.
Wherever you are. Looking at the camera at the same time was insane. That was crazy.
I remember the session that we made this one because it was like fucking, it was late. It was like 2, 3 a.m. and it was after recording it something else. And then we were like, let's just start something else. And then we made this from scratch. So I was just going through sounds and picking them. Even like in terms of subject matter, when I was making the beat, I didn't know what you were going to be talking about necessarily. So it didn't have an influence on how the beat sounded. But I thought sampling the voice made it sound, sampling your voice made it sound kind of psychedelic-y. And I only, up to that point, was making sample type production. So if I wasn't adding some type of element of me sampling something in the beat, it didn't feel like it was like...
Your beat.
Yeah. Or like, it just didn't feel like it was my style, I guess. So...
The thing I remember about you making this beat is I asked you, I was like, okay, so what's your process of making beats? Can you make me a tight beat? And he's like, got real defensive right away and said, don't ever ask me for a YouTube type beat. I was like, well, what is your creative process? He was like, I like sample, so like I could take your voice, sample that. I could take something from a vinyl, sample that, because that's when you were heavy into vinyl sampling.
Yeah, I had a stack of shit.
That was Intoxicated Intro. Everybody clap it up. Woo! Woo! Does it make you feel awkward listening to this?
No, not really. Not that one. But some of these songs are about to.
Are about to laugh.
Really?
Has taken me to dark places, but Los Angeles has got to be as dark as it gets. Where everyone's too into themselves to ever connect with another person. It's the worst city in the world and the last place I want to be, and that's perfect.
Okay, so for this one.
That was Joe.
So for Joe. I remember in that era, that's when You was so big. Like the show You on Netflix. So big. Like all women were talking about You. Oh, I need a man like Joe that's so obsessed with me that he'll do shit like that. I was like, don't you know this man is killing people around this one woman? And he was just obsessive and all that, and women just were like so into it. And then I was like, So I started watching it, and I was watching it with who I was with at the time. And I was like, it was season 2 that clip is from, because he moved to LA. And it was ironic. I was like, wait, like the label that wanted to sign me and everything was in LA. Everybody wanted me to go to LA for the fame, for the idea of LA, with like what's the word for it? Appeal of LA. And I just wasn't ever a party goer, outgoing type of person or stuff like that when it comes to drugs, drinking, women, like in that sense. So I started writing a song called LA No Thanks. And I was like, what would be dope? Like, how would that tie into the project? Like, how would I tie LA No Thanks into right after Intoxicated Intro? And I was like, well, if I put a snippet of something, and for some reason that episode in the intro was just talking about how he did not want to move to LA, it's just not for him and shit like that. I was like, I literally have a song. So I took that snippet from Netflix, sent it to Julius, and I was like, yo, can you make this into like a little interlude, or like a quick little, what's it called?
Yeah, interlude.
Yeah.
Skit, interlude.
Skit. That's what the word I was looking for. A quick skit. And call it Joe, because women would reference the You series, and I would know it fits. So then
Makes sense.
that carries over into, that's the transition into LA No Thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good transition to LA No Thanks.
So.
really noticing how terribly mixed this project is. Like, you paid someone to essentially just take a shit.
But in our eyes at the time, we were thinking like at least it's mixed.
But this isn't even mixed. This sounds like this is like what I can currently do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, my ear just got slightly better. But it's still like, there are things that I wouldn't have done mix-wise that I'm just like not happy with. Like, this is shit. All right, but what is your opinion? That shit is crazy.
The fact that LA No Thanks is someone's favorite song is wild to me.
Who the fuck said it was their favorite song?
Oh, we can bleep out names. Okay. Said this is her favorite song.
There's something wrong with her.
She said
There's something deeply wrong with her.
She said, I listen to LA No Thanks more than any song you've ever put out.
Maybe she just likes the beat. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The beat is, and even with the beat, he changed some things about it in the mix where I'm just like, you didn't. This nigga.
And I noticed it when he sent it back.
This nigga executive produced the project.
And on top of that, he was like, you only get 3 mixes, which usually producers say shit like that. That's cool, but don't give me 3 shitty mixes to choose from, because I'm just gonna pick the least shitty.
I feel like he wasn't even mixing it. He was just running it through some like shit that'll do it for him, and then sending it.
But
why did his shit sound so good? His shit sounded like.
That's why I was so comfortable with him mixing our shit. I was like, yo, I love your work. I love how you sound on your shit. I didn't want to say, hey, make me sound like you, but make me sound as professional as your shit sounds. His shit always sounds professional.
Maybe it's just because he cared more. Either way, that shit is an abomination.
Yeah.
All right, next track, DCL. Is that another interlude?
Mm-hmm. Drug Called Love. Okay, so before you start playing this one, my whole idea on this track was, because I was sitting in the car, it was after recording too, and we just couldn't come up with anything. And I was like, I had something in my notes, and I was like, I recorded something. You think we could use this? Should we make this into a song on the project? And he said, send it to me. So I just sent you the voice recording, and then you literally said, yo, just add like a rain sound effect or something, like an ocean sound, and then make this an interlude. It was like, so we don't have to re-record it, leave it exactly, because it's exactly from my voice notes, and you just added the rain sound and put it on the project.
Yeah, that was from when I went to the beach that I recorded the sound of the water crashing against the fucking...
Cause your love is my drug. I'm in love with your love. Yes, that makes me an addict, cause I just gotta have it. I can't seem to get sober. I get high when you come over. So bring that body closer, closer, closer to me. Bring your body closer, closer to me. Bring your body closer, closer, closer to me. Fuck am I talking about? I don't like these bitches. It's just 3 a.m. Call me when you leave him. I'll wait up till then. Just pick up the phone. It's just 3 a.m. Call me when you leave him. I'll wait up till then. Just pick up the phone. Know you're still with him. I'm just so impatient. The clock is ticking, girl. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay, so that song and Hit My Line are the only two that are mixed good.
I wouldn't even say they're mixed good. I would just say compared to the other ones, they're mixed better. I don't like how it sounds.
I think the vocals sound good. I don't like how he mixed the beat.
I'm the opposite.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't like the vocals. They sound too robot-y, but I was singing in a way for it to fit how he put it. Like, it's not how I wanted it to sound, like, in my head, but it still fits. Like, it doesn't necessarily sound bad. It's just not how I wanted it to sound.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be more smooth, like, cut through the beat instead of robot-y ride the beat.
Yeah, that shit is robot-y as fuck.
But yeah, I wrote that song about she was dating at the time. We're overusing the beep beep beep.
All right, that's fine.
Beep beep beep.
All right.
She
You
was
were
dating
dating.
time, and it was like this literally was an actual occurrence. It was like 2 something in the morning, and she kept asking to come stay the night, come stay the night, and she actually drove all the way to Kalamazoo where I was living at the time. And I was like, aren't you with right now? And she was like, well, yeah, but we're about to finish up here, and he's gonna bring me home, and when he brings me home, I'm gonna drive to you. And she was like, I'll be there by 3 because it's a 45-minute drive. And then I was like, okay. So then I'm just sitting there waiting, and for whatever reason, Jake, who was my roommate at the time, we could leave his name in. Jake, who was my roommate out there at the time, we were sitting out in the living room drinking, and I was like, I never drink. Like, I don't know why he talked me into it, but I was drinking, and then she didn't know he was home. So he went back in the room, and I went in my room, and she was like, your roommate's not there, right? And I don't think I ever responded, because at first, earlier in the day, he wasn't there. And then he ended up getting there, and he wanted to drink, so I drank. So in the song I said, it's 3 a.m., don't usually drink, but I've been drinking. Like, you had me waiting on your ass all evening. Like, that literally was happening, like, in real time. So I just thought it was so effortless to write down and play out. Like, the story play out was insane. And then Jake was like, did you have blah, blah, blah over? And I was like, how do you know that? And he was like, well, first off, I know her car. Second, her shoes were in the living room. And third, I heard y'all in the shower. I was like, that's wild. Like, that man literally said, I heard y'all in the shower. I was like, oh, okay. To this day, she has no idea that man was there. Oh, I don't know if she'll watch.
The beat for 3 a.m. has a Japanese sample that I found on YouTube, and no one will ever be able to find it because it's like a long ass song, and it's like in the middle, just like one part that only sounds like that. And it literally made it through like all of the copyright shit. That's how I knew that no one would be able to. You know what I'm saying? That's my specialty. This next song is the best one, Hit My Line. The one that I thought was going to be a hit, but do people say this is their favorite?
Yes.
Just because this beat doesn't have any samples.
A lot of people compare it to The Weeknd. I'm not usually ever compared to anybody, but in this song, we went into it going like, oh, I want it to give like Weeknd. I think I literally said I want it to have Weeknd vibes.
Yeah, this is like the only one.
Like somber.
This and 3 a.m. are the only 2 beats that I didn't make when you were. I made when you weren't around. Like I was just by myself. So I remember making Hit My Line. Shit crazy.
Girl, you say you got a nigga at home. That's okay, hit me when you're alone. You claim he gives you everything you need, but I'm what you want, and that's okay with me. Just hit me when my nigga's not home. I'll be right there, won't keep you waiting long. You want me on my knees, begging please. You don't play fair, baby, you're such a tease. Hit me when you're on your own. Hit me when you're home alone. Hit me when you're on your own.
8 out of 10.
Yeah. Only because the mix isn't like where it should be. If the mix was good, the song probably would have did numbers. More than it. I don't know where it even is stream wise, but.
What time is it right now?
Hmm?
What time is it right now?
5:26. Shit. All right, this next one is TMA.
I hate this one. You don't even got to
Oh yeah, nah. You know what?
Skip it.
You know what's
Skip
fucked
it.
up? I'm not playing TMA because the nigga that mixed it put the sample in the wrong place. So it's not even an audible listen. You can't even listen to it because it doesn't sound right. It sounds like you're having an anxiety attack or like you're dissociating while listening to a song or some shit. And somebody
TMA
drugged
outro
you.
is fire though.
The intro, yeah, the outro. Here's the TMA outro, which is me sampling TMA.
Pause it. The vocals were so quiet that you have to do this. You have to squint your eyes to hear it.
in this mix. That's yo, you know what's funny? I played it for somebody and they were like, this is really good. I just wish I could hear what he was saying. Let me restart it.
Then the beat gets loud as fucking obnoxious at the end. Like, bro.
Man, fuck you, V2. That was some bullshit. That nigga really just like, oh my god. You know what I think? We should have reworked this whole project with Piano Boy and then had it re-remixed and re-released. This,
So I was
like,
gonna do that
right when you signed,
I was
just to
going
have
do
something
that.
out, you know.
We were gonna do that. Me and Louis talked about it when we signed. He said, "Do you want to redo? Because I like the idea of these songs." I said, "No, I want people to see the growth." And the crazy thing is, we were so authentic that we created our own sound without even knowing what our sound was gonna be. Like, my tone is unique enough to carry its own style, but I didn't know what my style was. I had influences and inspirations, but I didn't know what or how to execute. So instead, you made a beat from scratch based on how I was singing. I sang based on the environment, based on what we were talking about and the experiences.
Yeah.
So that's why I even told Louis when he signed me, I was like,
We gotta
I
go
have a
back to that
producer.
house one day and film.
Yeah.
See
I
if
was
we
like,
can.
I have a producer. Like, I need that producer because that's my sound. Like, I don't mind working with other people. I never mind working with other people. But as long as my producer has a hand in it, at least.
All right, so we drop Intoxicated. This project gets him a manager, essentially, which then also comes with an engineer / producer. So now we're working with, like, not
People that's
even
been in
literally
the
the same budget, but just better, like, quality shit. Literally. So it's not about who you know, but it is about who you know. Because the next song that he drops after this is Yams.
But, okay, all that to be said, I hate yams.
And it says, you know what's crazy is this is the first song that I'm credited as a producer under.
True.
Yes.
Yams.
Yams.
She says she wanna hear some P&D. Put your phone on D&D. Swear the way you're touching me is so out of this world. She said I love the way you're eating me. Scream my name repeatedly. Won't leave no mark so he won't see. Cause she's not even my girl. 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 Things are wet, almost drown. Not finished yet, need another round. Don't scream, don't make a sound. Make your neighbors mad, kick you out of town. I'm trying new things, girl, you know I'm down. Trying new things, girl, you know I'm concentrating, I'ma get you there.
Yams was about. Yams was about. That's her nickname for me, is Yams. And ironically,
Is she the cover art?
no,
Some random
the cover art is Chella. Shout out to Chella. We could leave her name in here.
cello? Okay.
And then insert Chella's Instagram shit.
Damn!
So the story behind Yams, I was out of a bad bitch that was a lesbian. Everybody was like, "Oh, you would never get," and it never was like intentional either. Like we were really cool. We were just friends. We would hang out a couple times, and one day she had her whole room all set up. Like she went out of her way to light candles and shit. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I didn't think anything of it because she was gay. Like we hung out multiple times, and it was never on that type of times. You know, okay, there's a different type of energy when you're trying to pursue someone that you put in. And then there's a friendship energy where you're just like yourself. You're just like, okay, like you're not necessarily acting like someone else, but you're not pursuing them. You're not, trying to execute something. So I never tried to execute. I genuinely saw her. I told her about the shit I was doing, like with whoever. Like, oh, I'm interested in this person, or this is what I have going on. Shit like that. Like that's how open I was with this person. We were just cool, kicking it. She was like, come paint with me while I drink wine. And I was like, okay. So I pulled up to her place. Her roommate was there and shit. And then her roommate left. And she put on, I remember exactly, she kicked her dog out the room, which I thought was weird because she never kicks her dog out the room. She put on a Medea movie.
That's wild.
The Halloween one.
Boo?
Yeah.
Boo. That's kind of racist.
No? It doesn't count if she's Puerto Rican?
Nah, it counts. If you're not black and you're putting on Medea for a black person, that's wild.
She put it on to watch it for herself. She was like,
Okay.
you seen this before? I was like, no. She put it on.
She assumed that you already saw it.
Anyway, she put it on. And then we start painting, and my painting was ass. My painting was so terrible. And hers was straight. All girls, in my eyes, are at least okay. But there are some women that are phenomenal at painting, and then
there's like attention to detail. They have more.
Yeah, they
have the
care more
patience.
about it. Yeah, to sit there and do it. I was just,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is boring, but I didn't say nothing. All of a sudden, she was like, I don't feel like painting no more. Put the canvases down. She, like, I'm laying on her bed, like, I was sitting up watching the movie, trying to paint, watch the movie, laugh at dumbass parts, and then all of a sudden, I was like, laying, she was like, move over. I was like, what? Laid on me. I didn't think anything of it, but I thought something of it at the same time. I was like, what? This is new. This is weird. Then she started grabbing. I said, oh, that's what's happening. I literally stopped her. I was like, aren't you gay? She was like, I am. So do you want to? I was like, sure. Then forward to her thinking that just because we did that meant we were about to be dating, we were about to be in a whole relationship, shit like that. And I was like, you're not even my girl. Like she literally told me in the middle of that scenario too. She was like, you play some music, and I was like, what do you want me to play? And then she was like, she pulled up her playlist, and the first song that played was Persian Rugs by Party Next Door. So that's why I was like, she wants to hear some P&D. Put your phone on D&D. Swear the way you're touching me, so I'll just whirl.
That's crazy.
Like, literally, I was taking...
So what you're saying is, and what I'm taking from this situation is that you eat pussy like a lesbian?
Mm-hmm. That's what I've been told. Or the exact phrasing that this exact person gave me was, you eat pussy like you have one. I was like, what do you mean?
That's fucking crazy to
I was
say to
like,
somebody.
what do you mean? She was
You
like,
eat
just...
pussy like you have one.
She said, you lick the parts and you do the thing that I feel like you know what it feels like. I was like, no. Never mind.
Fucking on this hoe, no, she a bad one. She say that I be eating her pussy like I have one. That could work, but like niggas are gonna be like, what?
Like, You got a pussy, nigga? You a pussy, nigga? But no. So
You eat
point
pieces
being,
of shit for breakfast, nigga?
I didn't know what to title the song after I wrote it, and I told her too. I texted her after we stopped. Like we fucked one time. I don't even know if it was multiple times. I don't remember.
It must have been that good.
But
It was all a blur.
I don't know. And then I told her, I was like, what was I getting at? I just drew a blank.
You were just explaining the origin of how you wrote the song.
Oh, I told her, I was like, I wrote a hook that's about you. She was like, oh my god, you writing songs about me? We getting serious? I was like, obviously joking and stuff. I was like, no, but you inspired one for sure. And then she was like, let me hear it. So I sent a voicemail. I was like, put your phone on D&D. This is all I had at the time. I was like, put your phone on D&D. Swear the way you're touching me is so out of this world. Said you love the way you're eating me. I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, moral of the story. She was like, so what are you going to title it? My name? I was like, yes, but no. I was like, I'm just going to title it what I call you. She was like, Yams? You're going to name it Yams? And then after we released it, then Fetty Wap's Yams hit the fucking street. And can I get to the sweet yeah. Show me the way, 'cause I got bills to pay.
That's some bullshit. But YAMS is also an acronym for You Ain't My Shorty.
Mm-hmm. Which I had to flip because I didn't want people, because people kept saying, is this really I was like, no, it's about you ain't my shorty. Like, I even say it in the song, I say, you're not even my girl. You ain't my shorty. Damn. But that was like a quick response, quick witty response to say it. So yeah, that's the Yams. And what I like about that song is that it sounds industry. It sounds
no, it
complete.
has like that sound.
It was the first song that we had that sound complete.
It's a Lucy. It's like your first like single that you ever put out as just a single.
But what I didn't like about the song is it wasn't finished written, like it wasn't done. Yeah, you guys wanted me to record it, so I only had the part about that girl.
I wrote a verse that I recorded that did not end up on
your rap. Yeah. So yeah, you were supposed to be on it, and then they were just yelling at me, bro, just finish the song. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to. Like, I genuinely have nothing else because all I had was that part about that girl, and then I put, I don't do clingy. I find it more attractive when you act like you don't need me, and then all that. Shit was just at the studio that day with 30 minutes, if that. They're like, see, that wasn't that hard. But in my eyes, it sounds forced. It sounds, you could tell that
it sounds, but like from us, from other people, no.
It fits.
Yeah.
It just sounds forced to me. I'm like, it
so,
doesn't feel authentic.
What would you call Manifest EP?
I would call that a quick intermission. Because I was in love. Let's talk about Manifest. Okay, Manifest. Let's talk about Manifest.
It was winter of 2022, right?
I don't think so. Was it?
You were dating time.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in an Airbnb.
Was that 2022?
That was 2021. Winter. It came out a year. Okay, so we made Manifest in 2021 and Time. And then you made Waiting with Piano Boy, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So Waiting is your first official outside produced song, because I produced Time and Manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Time to me is the most ambitious song we ever made in terms of the production.
Elaborate.
It has the most going on in terms of production and changes and stuff like that.
Is that the first one that he added his?
Yeah, that is. No. Yeah, well, if you don't count Yams.
He didn't really. I mean, like added keys.
Oh, keys? Yeah.
Manifest. Okay, that whole 3-song project was literally the start of a love song, the middle of being in love, the end of the love, like the remorse from love. So, I was in, and I'm not, that was, you know when you feel like, okay, you have 3 loves in life. Your first love, how you, okay, let me rephrase. It was my first time feeling love and not being scared of it. Does that make sense? So, Manifest. I was in love. Like, I was in a whole little honeymoon. That was about me getting out of the situation I was in before me falling in love. So when I was like, you ain't worth my time, but you get it. That was literally like me admitting that I'm giving the time that this person that I fell in love with deserves to somebody else. So let me exit that to give to her. So you put some.
You're not worth my time, but you get it. Ain't no point in lying, I'll admit it. It wasn't worth the effort, but I did it. So girl, stop playing, let's forget it. Time's been wasting slowly. You got this sort of hold on. Time's been wasting slowly, let's forget it. You got some sort of hold on.
That song is perfect.
That song is perfect. 10 out of 10, for sure.
Yeah. That's gonna be like one of those underrated ones.
Pure vocals.
Yeah,
No
the
help.
vocals are good. The vocals good. The vocal mixing isn't bad at all.
Like, I needed no help on those vocals.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick recording session too, and then he added the keys and all that. Overall, a good studio session. That's when Riley went with us. I remember that. Shout out Riley.
He got
Shout out
footage.
Designer Diamonds.
Wait. Shout out Designer Diamonds. DeMarcus, Riley, Solo, the jeweler, and everybody else that's in the family out there.
Yeah, that's the first beat that I made where I used my guitar for anything that was like all the other beats. I was just making beats and using it and experimenting, but that was the first one that like I used my guitar for the beat for multiple parts of it too.
And then, after Time.
Manifest was made before Time.
Yeah.
That's when I was at the Airbnb and I had the studio set up in the room.
Ironically, Manifest was made at the end of her birthday.
Beginning of your birthday.
The intro to my birthday. Our birthdays are a day apart. And she went to go, while we were recording, she went to go bring in her birthday with her friend. And I was recording Manifest. And I remember writing Manifest in her bedroom. Because like she was at work. And I was there, just waiting for her to get off work. And I was thinking, I was like, mascara on the pillow. And they just kept playing in my head. Mascara on the pillow. Mascara on the... I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, is that a song? I literally thought it was a song I've heard before. That's how natural it was in my head. So I was like, mascara on the pillow. Perfume smells on my sheets. I was like, oh, that's tough. The sun shines through the window, but you're not here next to me. And then I was like, show me that you love me. Show me that I'm the only one you need.
Manifest was originally going to be Michigan Weather.
Yeah.
Because it was the first two songs was like both going to be on that.
Mm-hmm. And
then Waiting you made with Piano Boy, which I wasn't. That's when I was MIA when I had a kid.
So Michigan Weather was supposed to be an EP that was up and down. Like, you never know what you're going to get. But that was because I was in love, and then we started going through something, and I was like, oh, I'm going to throw in this part of it, and then blah, blah. But then Waiting, or let's play Manifest first, and I already explained it.
You are quite funny as fuck. You are funny as fuck.
Come show me that you need me, baby. Come show me that you need me. Come show me that you love me, baby. Come show me that you need me. Mascara on the pillow, perfume smells on my sheets. The sun shines through the window, but you're not here next to me. Come show me that you love me. Come show me that I'm the only one you need. Come show me that you need me, yeah. 'Cause I told you you are all I need. Please stop flooding me with questions. Going through my phone, keep on asking who I'm texting. Contact list, wonder who I saved as best friend. I know you're insecure, always feeling like you're less than, but that's another story. You don't see me asking you when niggas came before me.
So that beat
I'll say the voicemail, all the voice messages that we have on any songs are all authentic. There's never, somebody asked me, they were like, did you rehearse that? I was like, no, like, and I showed the video of where it come from. That was actual, like, intense. I take the intense situations and incorporate them into the production.
The only song that I even put a voicemail that, or not a voicemail, it's not even a voicemail, it's just an audio recording of a couple like fighting in New York.
Oh, fucking, that's ironic. It was for, Guard Down.
Yeah, Guard Down.
That didn't see the light of day.
Yeah.
Thank God. We might revamp it.
You said it, thank God it didn't see the light of day.
Thank God it didn't.
Why not? That song's catchy as fuck.
Thank
All
God
these
it
bitches
didn't.
do is tempt me, gotta get my...
It might revamp, but Manifest was, I already explained it.
So, Waiting.
Waiting was the steps of grief. It was the last step of grief. Like, okay, she's not mine anymore, but I'm still here waiting. I want her to know that I'm still here. Like, if she decides, hey, I want you back, let's do it. That was me saying, I still have your sweater. I went and bought her a sweater that I knew she would want, because I had the matching one. I was like, I still got your sweater, the one I picked up for you. I've been writing letters. I wrote that with Scott. Just never sent them to you.
Really?
Hope you do. I was in Scott's studio writing that. Hope you're doing better with everything that you do. We should
Shout
be
out
together.
Scott, my baby.
Y'all don't got K, whatever you need.
Oh, yeah, I still got your sweater, the one I picked up for you. I've been writing letters, just never sent them to you. I hope you're doing better with everything that you do. We should be together. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you, for you. I'll be waiting for you, for you.
So Waiting, I just want to say rest in peace to Kaz. Kaz was an engineer that you didn't even get to meet him. That Louis introduced me to, who was really tapped into the industry. He was very, very talented. Like, that man stayed in Lansing to stay out of the, bullshit.
Yeah.
And then we went to his studio to record it. And he was just giving me pointers on how to project, that's why this song specifically is the one I sing like belt out more than any other song because he was just. It was my first time being vocally coached while recording, if that makes sense. Like he was like, yeah, that was good, but you could do it better, or you could. He's like, be comfortable, get comfortable in there. He told me turn the light off if you need to, like just making things like he was making jokes out of it, making light of it, but in a serious way. You know what I mean? So we were in there working. I was like, I just can't get it because I just riffed, like go off the sample, go based on that. So then I was like, damn, this man is in the sample out singing me on my song. So I was like, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Like, literally in there, like,
So
2000s R&B.
This is a Cosmix.
Yeah. So this mix was Kaz. He mixed it, mastered it. Piano Boy did the beat, sent it over. And then, I think Zodiac was the other one mixed by him. We had an Amway mix. Amway was mixed by him, too. So Amway, Zodiac, and Waiting was mixed by Kaz. So rest in peace, Kaz.
Rest in peace, Kaz. And this is a transition into Amway, which is the next release. The first time that you have a song featuring somebody else.
First feature, only feature I ever have is with
Me.
Before the Collective, before all that. I forced this nigga to rap. I just will say that.
And now they're trying to force me to stop.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bad bitches in the lobby. I tell them wait their turn. We know they don't get a turn. My baby will catch a body. I'm supposed to live and learn. I guess I will never learn. Cause to me it's just a hobby. Come write me something like a hobby. No Kawasaki, Spanish, mommy hot tamale. She call me Papa, beat the pussy like we boxing. Muhammad Ali, then I'll go through like I'm
I'ma strip you down like long verses. Got a room locked, just a small purchase. We can sip a blow depending what we come across first. And I'ma get to laying shit down to you non-verbal. I just wanna put my face where them thighs is. She coming off head before I get a chance to slide in. I tell you what to do, know that I'm a king of ideas. And I ain't about to waste a second, know how precious time is.
That's enough of that.
Pull your hair from the back while you hit those arches. She gonna be my, now fill in the blank like kindergarten. Getting on your knees for a finish up, babe. Spin a target. Then I tell you bullseye when I know I hit them. For some reason, when we do songs together, I always very much enjoy your parts more than mine. Not because I think mine are bad, but just because they're like not mine.
They're also
They complement
verses be good,
like fire.
and they'd be 30. I'd write them in like, if I can't write it in under 30 minutes, then it's not good usually, because it'd be like me overthinking it.
That's facts.
When it's like fast,
But yeah,
that's when I'd be ready.
Amway was another one of those songs that wasn't done, but I was like, yo, Julius, hop on this. He was like,
That
"Man,
was
I'm
that
on
started out as an Afro beat. Like we were making something completely different.
We
And then
started
we
from-
brought it to
yeah.
Piano Boy, and he produced this.
And he made it completely from scratch with the
Yeah.
idea of the first one that we played.
Same
it's so
tempo.
it's so different that I don't even remember how the first one sounded.
If I, I don't even think I have it. Yeah.
So Amway was the first one I have a feature on.
Yep. And then after that, every other release is this year. So if y'all niggas haven't streamed that, that's a problem.
So go stream. So we were
3
just
tracks.
getting back into our origins, showing where we started, how the journey's going. We've done a lot since the start, and we've only been doing it for 2 years.
Yeah, going on 3.
Like, we've done a lot. This is our artist development phase. Like, we're leaving our artist development phase. Now we're taking...
Yeah, it's different now because now it's like I don't even make bad. Like I'll make, like if I can't get the idea past a 4-bar loop, I usually don't move on with it, and I'll delete a beat if I don't even like it now.
We
So,
went
like,
from trial and error to, okay, now we have we found our sound.
yeah, now I'm just making heat.
So, recently, what did you have, or what do you have coming up? Because, I'll go first. Recently, I just got back from New York, made some connections, went and visited Kyle. Shout out Kyle. Go follow him if you don't.
Shout out Kyle Young.
That man is
Force.
tough.
The force of nature.
That's one of those authentic friendships that I've had since the beginning of this shit. So, it's just reassuring watching him grow in real time as we're...
Yeah.
It's not like... There's no jealousy. There's no envy. It's just like proud, like genuinely.
Every time I see him do some shit, it's dope.
It's just dope. Like you just get like, ah, shit, Kyle's working again. Duh. Like
It makes
dope.
me want to do shit. For real.
Yeah.
That's what you need is people that inspire
being
you
around
to do
people-
shit. Like,
What's the saying? Iron sharpens iron.
Mhm.
Like, that's genuinely what that is. But
and you see the level of shit that he's doing at it's like there's no reason why we can't be doing shit at that level.
yeah, and he's one of those people that he'll tell you, "Hey, I'm going to do this," and it's not like, "Oh, I have an excuse on why I didn't." He'll go do it.
Yeah, he'll go and do it.
Yeah. But anyway, so I just got back from being out there with him and made a few connects. You know, just took in the sights, and it gave me a perspective of this place is really small. Like seeing everybody, how many creatives were out there that are already established, already big
Doing
names,
something.
like it's just like inspiring. Like, okay,
We're in the wrong place. And I do want to say, Amway, since that's the last song we talk about, is the only song that gives even a little bit of an idea of where we live or where we're from.
facts.
Everything else has no DNA of where we're from in it, except for if you know type shit. That's really it.
But Amway is genuinely just because it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that I was doing. As for AM, we're in the works of scheduling a show.
Yep, we have a show coming up August 15th.
We won't give specific details until we know for sure it's locked in stone, but as of right now,
As of right
looking
now,
like that.
yep, August 15th.
Our release date for the
For our Amway project.
Not Amway project.
AM project. I was looking at the Amway cover art. At the AM project. AM
AM,
coming out
August 16th.
August 16th. So this will be like this performance will be like a little release party. We're going to play our best tracks. It's going to be fun. Smaller venue than the last one we did.
But more intimate, so it makes it more exciting.
Yeah. And it's in our city.
You have Main Squeeze August 9th.
Yep, Main Squeeze drops August 9th.
I have What's a Heart. That's what we're doing. I switched it. So I'm dropping What's a Heart because I see it as it's going to be something we could perform together too. And if you're dropping anyway, featuring Julius, also go listen to his. That's how the rollout plan. So What's a Heart, Bakari featuring Julius. It was going to be an AM song, but it sounds more like a Bakari song anyway. It's just featuring Julius or Jules.
Yeah. It's not the same sound as like the AMs. I like the idea of me producing all of the AM shit.
Yeah.
Just because it has that sound.
I agree.
Which means that What's a Heart has to come out independently as like a single.
Which is why I just said it's dropping August 9th.
Oh, yeah, What's a Heart's dropping August 9th as well. What's a Heart, August 9th. What else is dropping August 9th? You got 2 songs dropping?
I was going to do
Don't Tell
Don't
Me
Tell Me You Love Me, but I'm
Still
not.
have to get that finished.
We're pushing Don't Tell Me You Love Me to later date. It'll come out, but What's
Don't
a
Tell
Heart?
Me You Love Me will still come out within the summer. It'll be at the end of the summer. Perfect way to go and segue into the fall. It's a good fall song.
So be ready for this rollout. We have a lot working, a lot coming. We're just staying
Yeah.
consistent.
Working on a project, solo project, AM project. We're at this point, the ball's rolling, and we're going downhill.
What is it? An object in motion stays in motion.
Yep.
That's why they call it The Drive. Tune in next Tuesday.
That's fuck. On that note,
All right. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. And follow me on Instagram at yourstruly.bakari.
follow me on Instagram at Hidden Jewels. The E in hidden is hidden,
Which means
it's
there's
not
no
there.
E.
And hide your baby mamas.
I don't know why I keep saying that, but we're out.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.